Hey man, hold on. I gotta make sure the light right.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy King Bear. Hey, make sure you guys check out the Match My Energy podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, yes,
That's
sir.
the Match My Energy podcast. Make sure you check it out.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying?
That's magic right there.
Yeah,
oh
it's
my
magic.
God.
It's only going up from here. Trust and believe that.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. I appreciate you, man.
But yeah, listen, yeah, like that. You just have to, like I said, match their energy.
I'm telling you, you're gonna try.
Show them that, like, it's just like, yo, listen, at the end of the day, I respect you for having your opinion and how you move. But then you gotta just show them, you know, you're grown, you understand things a certain way. They'll respect you. So listen, that's literally exactly what happened. That first interaction between us all. So in person is not gonna see, I tell you. In person, you can be the same shit.
It's just like those girls feel entitled, too entitled.
That's fine. Talk to them like a regular human being. They'll reset.
Yeah, you could talk to a person, talking to them as a regular human being is fine, but when they start not talking to you like a human being, that's different.
Yeah, that's fine. You still have to. You have to be calm. Be still. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, let them rile up. You don't allow yourself to get out of character. Show them that I can handle all the emotions you have to bring. Because ultimately, yeah, like that, they believe in zodiac and all them things there. So they're gonna be very emotional, and they're gonna feel certain ways. So once they see that there's a man in their presence that can put them in their place, but in a gentleman type shit.
That's why I like strippers.
What? Oh my! My man said, I don't want to deal with all the bullshit, so I'm just gonna buy a gal that can just deal with it for me.
No, I mean like them as like a personality, because like a lot of those strippers, they don't move like these OnlyFans models.
They
move exactly like more.
They have a vagina, no?
Of course, yeah.
So what are you talking about?
But they should.
Wait. The pum-pum is on display.
No, but
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about characteristic.
I don't care. The pum-pum is on display the same way as an OnlyFans gal.
Yeah, but they're not feeling entitled. They want to be looked at like Rayshawn was saying. Talk as humans. When you actually sit down and talk to
Nigga, you got money.
No, without. Do you know how many strippers I sat down? I did not pay them any money, and they had regular conversations with me.
But that's fine. But again, mind you, you didn't have an interaction with them to where it was like you were disrespecting Lexi a bit, and then
I didn't disrespect Lexi.
You guys were roasting each other. So
Lexi, yeah.
But like what I'm saying is, with these strippers, you didn't have that interaction with their friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. With this one, there was already like a cause for her to kind of not like you off rip.
Yeah, okay, but if she's on the podcast too, the podcast too, and she does something and you say something to her, it's gonna turn the whole mood off for her.
It could, but at the same time, I'm a different type of man. And at the end of the day, I can boomerang that. You get me? So, calm.
Captain Boomerang.
Let's get into this.
Tight shit.
Alright, boom. Welcome back to the Match My Energy podcast. My name is Randy. I'm here with
Hey, President.
Rayshawn J. You get
the Colonel.
in the mouth. But so yeah, Rayshawn J, the gal them diabetes, you get me?
This is your friend. So, for today, I want to first recap the last episode 46 that we had with the girls.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I want to recap that episode is because
we didn't get to speak. And no, I'm joking.
To be fair, we gave them the opportunity and gave them the time to speak. But unfortunately, they're not here today. But now that we are like all sitting down, we can recap and kind of look what happened throughout that episode.
I spoke. That's all I know.
Oh honey, I'm home type shit. Yo, everyone loved that.
To be honest, I thought she said something else, which is why I was upset. If I just said the honey I'm home, I wouldn't have reacted like that. But I thought she said something completely different until I really listened, and then I looked at your subtitles and it said honey I'm home. I'm like, oh, that's what she said. Why was I so pressed? I was really pressed for no reason.
Oh, you see this man talking? He starts stretching. Yo, why is she talking?
I was so pressed for no reason. It was just honey, I'm home. Like,
So, one thing I want to like say, next time that we do have girls here, we're gonna have to separate them. 1, and 2, we're gonna have to separate some energies.
Look at me for it.
We know it's you. We know you.
What did I do? I was sitting here minding my business.
I know. It's just the way everyone reacts to you.
So I'm the problem?
I wouldn't say you're the problem. It's just that the way people react to you specifically.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when you let your intrusive thoughts fly,
Nothing was flying. No pilots were around.
I'm pretty sure.
no private.
Bro, I was sitting here minding mine.
Oh, I think you
chilling.
said no privates was around.
That too, but listen, like at the end of the day, fam, I was minding mine.
I know, but like from what I rewatched, I'm like everyone kept reacting to the things you said.
Bro,
I'm not saying it's you.
Bro,
I'm really not
the
saying
honey
it's you.
I'm home thing. I was sitting here minding my business. She
not.
looked at man,
Yeah.
and then said, "Oh, honey, I'm home," and then decided the whole thing.
I'm not saying it's you. It's them.
God damn.
We just gotta make sure that we kind of like balance out everything, because I don't like when things get really too riled up.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Oh, you're good. Don't worry.
So
We're just gonna have you sit there, and then whoever it really affects will sit opposite of you.
So they can have a direct line of sight towards me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How does this make anything else better?
We'll find out.
Oh fuck.
It's like a little evaluation, kind of, because I'm just like,
To be honest,
I'm trying to make sure like things get a little bit more smoother, because like we've been going on the comedy tip, like really paying attention, like being funny and everything, but like we do have to actually like get our points across, because like the problem with that episode is that not a lot of points got across,
no.
right? So I want to make sure points are really heard.
Well, that follows the maturity level.
What do you mean? To be
Hey,
fair,
what do you mean? Because I don't do shit.
No, I'm talking about you.
I'm just saying. Like,
to be fair though, like the questions that were brought up, it got really argumentative, but it mainly started with the women first. Okay, fine, it did. It did start with the women first, but like I gotta talk to them as well, because like when you're gonna introduce a topic like that, first you gotta make sure like you introduce it in a way for everyone to join in. 1, also 2, not to get too wild up within your own topic and lose sight of your point.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta pick it up. All right. No, because like the points were there, but it was scattered. Right? All the yelling and everything, because like there were some points in there that I was listening for, but there were times where I'm sitting there, I'm like, I really didn't hear that part. You know what I'm saying?
and you couldn't interrupt her.
I know it's tough, bro. Like that's why I say I have to have that conversation with them as well, right? But for now, like since we have us here, like we really just sit here and talk about it first. Kind of points that we liked, points that we didn't really were like really good with. Why are you shaking the damn cup like you're in jail?
Well, sorry. In me.
No fuck. I understand you're trying to rep Pyru right now, but fam, you're free.
In the States, if you just like this.
Don't do that in this house. Don't do that in this house.
Type shit, but yeah. Listen, all I know, man. I'm innocent. I don't be doing shit. The gal don't can't handle. I can't do it like me. It's what it is, fam. But yeah, though.
Also, what the fuck, nigga? I said not to finish it.
I took my time.
Yeah.
It's not even been 5 minutes.
It has been, and the ice was melting. It's gonna water down.
Yeah, but was there liquor in there too, or?
No.
Okay, yeah, so it's good then.
Oh my god. I'm not good enough to get another one. That's your only one. Sit down. Anyway.
Do we have water?
We all know you're not getting water.
Water.
Be water adjacent.
You know? With a little sweetener in it.
Wait, where is the water?
You'll figure it out.
You might just sink. What the fuck?
Does the fridge work? Like the water thing?
Nope.
Oh.
Use the water too.
Turn on what? Turn on what?
It's salty now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's barely salty.
Look on the back.
Can I get one more drink of pineapple after?
We'll find out.
I feel like I want punishment for the pineapple.
Well, kind of. 135. It's probably salty. Also, we gotta take a time.
Nah, man. Nah, bro.
What?
Bro.
What?
Why, yo?
What?
Nah, bro.
I was just-
You see the way the man's drinking the thing?
No.
The man was double-handing it, fam. Yo.
Wait, what?
Fam, I hear it. Go. I look to my left. I see the man there. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Wow.
You're thirsty.
I am.
Why'd you say yes?
Man had 2 hands on the tin.
Man, flagrant. We gotta control the alcohol levels.
For sure.
Cause I know in the past it got a little too crazy at one point.
I wasn't here, so I can't.
That's fair. It's just like we gotta be careful. You know?
And I always been fine with mine.
That's great. We just gotta be mindful of what we drink and how much we're able to drink, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We don't want to get too riled up or anything.
You have to know
like
who's
that.
a lightweight from who's not lightweight. And
Well,
if you're
we
lightweight-
already know who's a lightweight.
Not even from like knowing that. I feel like people just need to like just kind of pace themselves with it. You know what I mean?
I know. Instead of like drinking off a whole thing in a cup.
Not at all. I don't do that.
I don't care.
Like if you like just ultimately just know yourself, because like at the end of the day there are certain people who have higher tolerances, other people who have lower. But regardless of the tolerance level, if your maturity level decreases too much
Because
the
of
more
the-
you drink, then it's like you kind of have to balance out. With me, I know that I can say something that'll like provoke triggering thoughts, whatever, intrusive thoughts, all type of thing. But I know that the more that I drink, the more that I want to make those jokes, because I'm just like, that's my personality. So I have to understand when to kind of reel it back, when to kind of just kind of sit there and be like, okay, listen, when to kind of say, okay, I thought of a joke, but let me say it later, if I do say it or whatever. And then, you know, just kind of just like understand emotional levels and like things of that nature and be like, okay, someone said this, kind of made me trigger a certain way, let me reel back a bit, blah, 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 whatever. Like, you know, like you really just gotta analyze yourself, but like, it's a lot easier said than done because like it requires a high level of accountability. A lot of people don't want to do that, regardless of your gender, age, whatever. A lot of people just don't want to do that, and it's coupling that with the fact of like it has to be in the moment. You're on camera in front of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel like, you know, they'll feel all different type of ways about
Deal
that.
with
So
it.
it's
What? Man, can you not humble yourself and just sit there and eat the popcorn?
what you ask for? What you ask for?
Butter. Oh my God.
I cried a movie or something, man.
Alive? This ain't Cineplex. Want to finish your point though?
No, but yeah, everyone just kind of just needs to mind themselves. And I feel like also going forward, we could have more like just like direction prior to like actually starting the filming. Like, if like mind you, like besides getting like the behind the scenes shit, once we actually say okay, time to start the episode. So like, all right, everyone, here's a disclaimer, here's a debrief, whatever.
Just like
Then
a
we can get into it.
newscast. Well, they be having their cameras on.
Because I have done that in times where I noticed that I've stopped when the crowd got bigger. Which I should know personally, but it's a learning experience. Also, going back to alcohol, I think for more serious topics we stay away from the liquor, and more for like fun topics we have liquor. You know, I think that's for, of course, for bigger groups. When it's a smaller group, it's a little bit different. Like us three, it's a little different. But for a bigger group of people, just like based on like everyone's tolerance and everything, like for a more serious topic, we're actually getting into something. I think it's best to not
I think you should just
have
wine.
alcohol. Not have alcohol.
Drunk wine.
Because imagine the wine spill on the
Yeah.
carpet. Yeah, you clean that up, will I?
You can clean it up. It'll take a while, but you can clean it.
Like I have this sweet wine that it's white.
That's great.
So, the one that I brought last time.
That's great.
But,
Why are you growling?
I'm not.
Alright, let's get into it. So how we starting?
I mean, this was pretty much the first topic, the recap, to be honest. Like, I want to actually evaluate the episode and overall the pod. Kind of make it into episode base.
I'm not gonna say any names, but 2 girls are more mature than the 2 older girls.
It's good thing it's just 3 of us today.
Yeah. Because I swear.
I mean, they're watching this anyway, but like...
I know, but like, this man could have been put through this table.
I mean, am I wrong?
This popcorn's good. Okay, keep it a band. That's kind of why I brought the wine names.
What?
Because they're younger girls, and they seem to have a more level head
Definitely.
than the older women in general. I'm not just basing it off them too. But I wanted to bring them in as an example as like, look at the younger generation.
Like they were so
You know what I'm
chill.
saying?
They were waiting for points for other people to be speaking, and then we had the other 2 that was just.
See, now you're directing it
Hey,
into a space where it doesn't really need to go.
I'm not talking there. I was just saying that they were
You were
just
holding the stick saying this. Talk about
Like, what are you talking about?
I was just saying, that they were.
My point is for overall women of every age. Look at the younger generation.
Facts.
You know?
Cool.
Because them two, and there might be others, I don't know yet, but them two that's a pretty good example of like, you know what? They do have a level head. It just depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Right? So
There's a difference between being passionate and then being overly obnoxiously passionate.
My days, you just miss your mouth, eh? My God, maybe I shouldn't have gotten this popcorn.
Alright. It was definitely a lot, but
Yeah.
I feel like it was based off of her just really wanting to kind of get this off. You know what I mean? So I'm like, it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it's like just remember it is a podcast and there's bare people here, so like you kind of have to like give everyone a chance to shine, basically.
Yeah.
I'll totally understand.
Just waste food. Just waste food.
Wasting it.
I'm not eating it.
A lie?
Mine dropped. I ate mine.
I just gotta make sure like it's more controlled in this environment. You okay?
I was agreeing with you.
Sounds like a bullshit. I'm not.
A lie? Like I just want to make sure the environment's more controlled than how it was prior. Because you just gotta be mindful of the space that we're in and everything like that, right? It's the same thing if we were at the furniture store. You know what I'm saying? If we do go back there again,
My
we gotta
store.
But who set it up? And who was there first? How about my store? Anyway, you gotta be mindful.
Who reigned there longer?
I don't care how long you've been there.
I reigned there longer.
What do you mean? We both had co-op.
Yeah, but I was hired on after.
That doesn't matter to me because you left regardless. So I don't know what you're trying to flex. The fuck? And plus, I wasn't even looking to get hired there. So leave me alone.
That's my daddy's store.
My God is my best friend.
So guys, I don't have a father in my life, but that store, the person that hired me on through co-op and hired me after, like a father figure. I always say that's my dad's store.
That's not what you said a second ago.
Nope.
Don't look over here.
Okay, why are you pertaining daddy to just that? Why are
I'm
you
not
pertaining?
pertaining nothing to nothing.
No, that's not. That's what you have to do. That's
I'm just saying. You said with chest too.
Yes, that's my dad's store.
That's not what you said.
All right, reel it back in. I think. What?
Nah, cop.
For the episode overall, there's definitely room for improvement.
100%.
I'd say first, but I would say that room for improvement would start pretty much now going forward. trying to like really just manage everything and try to like figure out how we can like elevate and level up. Also our topics, cause like don't just let me come up with the topics. Like y'all are free to come up with topics.
Yeah.
Okay, like don't always come to me for topics. I'm gonna have topics. I don't know if it's really gonna be the right topics for the right people. Right? Like come, you know, like have like some sort of idea of what you would want to talk about. And then I would just mesh with whatever because I know a lot of things. I'm pretty knowledgeable in a lot of different things. So whatever topic people bring in, I can actually contribute. Right? Don't let me just like delegate everything and like set the standard. Y'all can have the opportunity to do that too. Like we can all be leaders on this thing, you know?
Fair enough.
We can be more direct, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? So like as long as like you have like the topic that we can set up how we're gonna go about this everything, just keep it pushing easy.
So then, I think something we should start doing, have those check-in days.
Yeah.
So like, if we know we're filming Sundays, have people confirm by like Thursday, Friday. So at least that way we know who's coming for when. And then iron into the fact that like, we have to keep a certain schedule. So it's like, if you can get here by like 3:30, the latest type shit, then like that's fine. And then kind of just, like things of that nature that kind of like get more topics in. And then once you start filming, just have that pre-talk beforehand to kind of dictate how you want the flow of things to kind of go. And then, just have things be a bit more cohesive and then we're good.
I think what we should do is, I think every Sunday there should be a person in charge of a topic. So like, this Sunday, Randy, you're going to be in charge of topic. Next Sunday, Rayshawn J.
Moving like pretty side, man. It's a UK group, just continue.
I know the Simon, but I don't watch that unless I didn't know the. Yeah. But like something like that.
Yeah.
Because I would just make
I don't
it.
see why not.
That'd make it easier. And then they would have to. It would, because then
It's not what happened when the women tried to lead. Let's keep it a buck.
No, it's not about leading. It's just having a topic.
I think they were overwhelmed. Me being fair, I think they were overwhelmed.
These women who have experienced these Toronto niggas were overwhelmed by choosing a topic for a podcast.
Why are you running?
I'm getting my water.
No, I understand like the overwhelmed part to an extent, because like you just have to come up with a topic.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like the greatest thing ever, but like people overthink, people get anxious, whatever. Like we're human, it's fine. I'm not saying that was the case, but like just to kind of say things. But yeah, I feel like they just had a lot they wanted to get off, and
that's what I'm saying was overwhelming because they're very knowledgeable. They know what they're talking about. It's just like with the time that we had,
concise it kind of thing. Like
they didn't really take into consideration about like time management, anything like that. So.
as women don't, but so and I hate that. Welcome to my TED Talk.
To be fair, they were gonna have an opportunity to lead again.
Of course, no, we need that.
Right? And like whichever other girls that wants to come in, they're gonna have an opportunity to lead an episode. There are, speaking on topics again though, but there are topics I want to touch on, but they're gonna be a little bit more serious.
Like,
looking into, well, first, I want to have a conversation about the Mandela effect.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so I actually want to touch on more serious topics now, right? So we definitely got to manage the jokes. I'm not saying that we stop joking because that's just naturally who we are. But we definitely got to manage the jokes when it comes to topics like that, right? Like all our other topics were fine, like free range, do what you want, right? But serious topics now, like if we get like political, like at one point we are. Like speak a little bit on politics at least. Of course, we're gonna have someone come in kind of lead.
Yeah.
But like personally, like we would eventually want to step into those kind of realms to see what kind of market that we can grab from there, and then just work things out, figure it out, and plus it just gives us more opportunities to make more episodes, right? Like we don't like I know like people see me as like the jokey kind of person, they expect that from me, but like there is a brain in this head, okay? You know what I'm saying? So like Eventually, there are going to be some points I do want to flex my mind a little bit, just like kind of like give insight, share information, all those kind of things. You know, like even like when it comes to like stocks, crypto. Definitely gonna have a conversation about that. I want to find the right person to bring onto the podcast for that, so we can kind of like me and him can kind of lead it together. So I don't have to put it all on me for me to educate everyone now, but like I do want to have that kind of conversation where we can kind of share that information for the community to make it like into like a kind of like a bite-sized kind of information for like people to actually learn something new and they can actually use the information. So there's gonna be opportunities for that. So as jokey as we are now, because like all our reels is all jokes. But like what I noticed, the one reel that I had where it's just like me sharing basic information about someone that people really never took in and it got traction, it kind of shows like we kind of have to put out information that people can actually like learn from.
Facts.
So you can get that kind of like, you know, like we get that like, we get the push, we get the share. Because I'm surprised, like it got about like 3 to 5 shares on that one. Everything else is just jokes and it didn't really get like, you know?
And I think we also have to, like, if we're having like certain type of people, like different people on here, I think we have to really push away from just the black topics.
Yeah, that's another thing. We gotta be mindful of not touching too much on like black topics. We don't want to have like, we don't want to be seen as one-sided.
Because I think that was one of the issues with the last podcast we did. Like even though they were making it like, about overall, they were mainly pertaining it to black women in general.
Yeah, it was.
And I was like,
they still listen and learn something new because they did say like they're actually like surprised like things like that happen to black women.
Yeah.
So they did learn something, but like I don't want it to be just that all the time.
Yeah, because they couldn't even really contribute anything really, because it's like.
Yeah.
Well, like they could have, because like I did offer to like try to kind of help them, like Mary and Amy, to kind of get involved in the conversation a bit more, because ultimately it was kind of more so about women, not necessarily black women, but it just kind of bled into that.
And yeah, I know it always went back.
That's the
and like even still, like what was it, like Amy's black, right?
No.
Is Amy not? Oh no,
she's
that's
Trini.
That's the fake black. But yeah, at the end of the day, she what?
Do you think?
But nah, she even still, like with all of that kind of going back to like the black woman kind of talk, there were still gaps and points that could have been made to kind of say, well, women face this in general as opposed to just one demographic.
Let me to on top of that point, a lot of things weren't finished, but I think the reason why it wasn't finished is because like I think it's only because we only had 2 black women there, right? I felt like if we had more black women there instead of just like Amy and Mary here, I think the conversation would have been a little bit better. But also, because they can actually piggyback off of each other, right? And kind of like add points to the overall point to kind of like get their point across.
Yeah.
It still could get chaotic though.
Definitely.
Because like I think, like I'm not trying to say how they were thinking, but I believe it was kind of led with trauma a little bit.
A little bit.
A lot of it.
Whoa.
I'm just trying to be fair, okay? That's
fair. There's a lot of trauma talk.
Guys, I'm just trying to be fair,
guys.
I understand that, but like, I don't know. I'm just trying to be fair here.
I'm not saying like they're emotional or whatever case may be, and I'm not trying to like do that. But I'm just saying that like it definitely came from a place of this is what I experienced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because when I was,
it shouldn't have been though.
It shouldn't have. That's it. See, when I was talking to the other 2 here,
They have names, my guy.
I know. Oh, I know we're saying names. At some reason I didn't.
They've been here. You can say their names. They've
fair
been
enough.
here.
Yeah. So when I was talking to Mary and Amy, like having the side like talks and like, cause Mimi and Lexi were like yelling their points over. I think it was at his name's Isaiah, right? Isaiah. Yeah, yelling over at Isaiah or Randy, and I was just having a conversation with Mary and Amy. Like it was a very intellectual conversation, and we both said points and came to a conclusion and agreement. It was just basically we were just talking about like, how like a relationship should be and stuff like that, and like it worked out perfectly. No, like no argument. I'm like, yeah, I'm like fair enough. I'm like, you know, so it's like I don't know. It's like when it was more broad and more about like overall, they had stuff to say. But when it got brought back to just black girls, they couldn't really. They didn't want to. Because what are they gonna say about black women? They can't speak up on black women.
Another thing is,
To be fair, they could have pivoted to like women of color. They could have. I'm just saying.
Yeah, fair enough.
another thing I want to add is that I'm not really a big fan of always like attacking men.
Yeah, like what's up with that? Like,
I'm not a fan of
Like
that.
the physical part on the podcast or the verbal?
I'm sorry that you got hurt. I'm talking about the verbal.
Oh, I didn't get hurt.
no, it was me that got hurt.
Both y'all.
No
got
one
hurt
else
at
gets
one
hit.
I didn't get hurt.
point. Both y'all got hurt at one point.
He gets hurt verbally. I get hurt both physically and verbally.
Yeah, because she tries that physical stuff with me and it does not work.
I heard to talk to you about.
I'm just talking verbally. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, because you can. You can't talk physical.
Yeah.
Nobody can but me.
Wait, Eddie.
Who got physical with you?
Lexi.
When?
Garage.
I mean, yeah. that's one time.
I mean, but
you can.
I mean, it backfired on her because she was the one who was hurt, not me. But hey.
Okay, Chris. Anyway, I'm talking more about verbal, like the verbal attacks. Like, I'm not really a fan of that personally.
Why, right? Why?
What?
There's no need for that.
I know, but still, it's good. I'm just like, I'm not a fan of it. I understand why and where it comes from, but you don't need to bring that here.
I'm not like, when are we gonna have the podcast of like uplifting good youths who are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing as men? When's that happening? Because everyone talks about International Women's Day. When the fuck is International Men's Day?
I was thinking
there will never be an international.
I was actually
Men's Day.
thinking the exact thing.
That never gets talked about.
Come on now. Let's start speaking facts. Come on.
Because there are good men sitting in front of you. But there are good men sitting in front of you. And at the end of the day, when it comes to I know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, it's like
skip past me.
keep going.
I would never do such a thing. But yeah, there are good men, you know what I'm saying, who are seen on camera right now. And, you know, regardless of how tall they are, we deserve to be No, on a big man thing, like we're all good guys here and shit, and like we like to have fun, but it's kind of daunting to kind of have to hear all the time about how niggas ain't shit and this and da 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 da, and every decision they make is wrong and blah 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 whatever. When it's like we don't even set that precedent. I'm sure we've all fucked up before in our life, cool, but like
I'm telling you, I'll start going on. Should they attack me one more time verbally? I got things to say.
This shit we hold back, but I'm like, let them get their shit off because it's like what they're saying is valid. You know what I mean? But it's like, at what point do you stop? Not necessarily like you're going for the victim card, but at what point do you stop playing that card and start realizing you have other cards in your hand to play?
Like one person that did that really well is Mel. Like you were on that part, but when we were all introducing our careers and stuff like that. When I you know normally Mel and Lexi they would always go at me together all the time, right? But the minute I said I was like an architect, like Mel actually like asked me questions, said, "Oh, you went to school for architecture and stuff like that." Like, oh, that's good, and actually like had a human conversation with me, like a regular conversation.
Which is possible.
Hmm?
I told you it's possible.
Yeah, but that was when Lexi was not around.
Shit, yeah, you're saying.
The point is, she had a regular conversation with me about my career and was actually like listening and not intrigued because she has family members that are architects, but she was genuinely like talking like so.
Yeah, man. Oh man, realize say man, we're good too. Is it man? Yeah.
That didn't help me. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, man. Let's.
Like I'm a good man for sure.
Anyway, look, okay. Before you guys ever go off on them, like, let me just bring in the right people to kind of help push that conversation, because that is another conversation I do want to have.
Yeah.
I have some friends, and they do live far, but they want to come on the podcast. And they have some shit to say. They have some shit to say that I've been speaking personally with them. Right? We do have these kind of conversations about the divide in between men and women.
Yeah.
Right? It's like we do have actual serious conversations. And mind you, these conversations are brief because we're at work.
Yeah.
Right? But like the things that we say in chat, we're leagues above them. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when I had Omar and Marcus here. I think that was around either episode 4 or 5. It could have been 3. The kind of conversation that we had, we talked about like mental health for black men. Also talked about the situation with COVID.
Yeah.
Things like that, right? But like the conversation, it was actually a serious conversation because like
You remember our first episodes?
yeah.
They were very.
No, of course, but like I actually agree. Like it was actually on that kind of level, right?
Yeah.
With them now, because like Marcus, he's a very passionate, like strong, like alpha male, right? So for him, like when I bring up the idea that that they're actually developing sperm without men, scientifically he got pressed, as he should though, because from the realm that he comes from, he doesn't believe in that kind of nonsense. Because what if there's like some sort of defect, and then now you have some sort of mutant?
No, good. No. Let him do that. Let him do the DNA stuff. Good. Let him. Huh? They'll soon to realize how much they're gonna need us. Let them.
I mean, to be fair,
The reason why they're doing it is because they don't want us.
Yeah, and wait till they see the after effects. Like I just one of my friends sent me a video of 2 women saying, "Oh, 2 women can't have a baby," and then the camera switched and boom, there was a child that looked exactly like both of them. Yeah, go ahead, keep genetically modifying your children. Go ahead. They start moving, looking like Futurama. I don't want to hear it.
if it works, it works, you know.
Yo, the minute I see a kid with 3 eyes on their head looking like no, her one eye looking like what's her name?
But in today's society, we're supposed to accept that.
It's we business.
I speak French, but I don't understand that we.
I'll accept it to the point where it's like I'll acknowledge you exist. You know what I mean? I won't like deny your existence or anything like that. It's like, yeah, you know, like to see a kid walking around upside down face like fucking Adam, what's the nigga name? Tom, whatever his son. And it's like cool, but like, you know what I mean? It's like, why would you really want to bring that? Why would you want to bring that into like the world kind of thing? 'Cause like it's risky business, but like I understand where they're coming from because they made a lifestyle choice where it's like them no want cock, so it's like fine.
They always go back to the cock. That's the crazy part about it.
Yeah, like,
that's the crazy part about it.
And like, if they were really doing up, you know, this fabricated sperm business, then it's like you gotta understand there's a shit ton of risks, but there's a bigger plan in place for why these guys are moving like that now.
Oh, of course.
So it's like it's just a madness. I don't agree with you though, but hey.
Let them. They're gonna realize sooner or later. End times, yes. End times, yes.
I wouldn't say end times, more like New World Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is end times, yes.
I wouldn't agree that it's end times because you don't know what's going to end it and how it's going to end. So
Yeah, it's more like a terraforming of sorts.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is whatever that's going on right now has been prophesized already.
Even like conversations like this, I want to have. You just got to be mindful.
And we did on the we actually didn't we have a talk about religion like when it comes to demonic possessions. We had a whole conversation about that like in our earlier and it was fine. Like
You're not wrong at all. It's just
So basically what you're saying is that it's the women that's the problem.
I did not say that.
I'm just saying.
When did I say this?
I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out what
Those words did not come from me. I'm just trying to make sure that we evolve as individuals on this podcast.
So the women need to grow up, so you're saying.
I mean, we all have to do some sort of growing.
But that includes the women.
I'm just saying, like, we all have to do some sort of growing at this point, bro. Like,
Right, but like
we all have to evolve.
Right, but like
men and women.
We established already that there's.
You've established. What I'm establishing is that we can all evolve and get to a higher level.
And I hear that, but I'm saying like we've already agreed that the men on this podcast of height and stature are good, and then there's other people who may need some growing up to do.
We all have to do some sort of growing.
Hey, there wasn't that much girls in the beginning, other than one girl that was good, but she just doesn't like me. But other than that,
Why?
It's his fault.
no, it's not my fault. She just doesn't like me because
You know why?
He tried to holler, didn't he?
no,
Nah, he didn't get the chance to.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, you did. It just ended horribly.
no, I really
You did.
I was just being nice.
That was an episode with Edwin on it.
Yeah, but I wasn't hollering. I was talking about like her race in general, the Philippines, because we were all on that topic. That Filipino girls are really good. It was just I didn't bring it up.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean they're really good?
Yeah, like they're really good. I was like, why? Like they know how to treat their men.
Oh yeah, that's the episode when Leanne cooked.
Exactly.
And she bring the food. Yeah, she cooked food and bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time we had a woman on, and
Yeah.
also the first time a woman bring food.
And we actually had a proper conversation with her.
She brought rice, chicken, adobo.
Oh, she doesn't come around anymore.
Where's she at? So
Busy.
What'd you do?
Huh?
What'd you do?
It's not what I do. It's because of who I'm friends with.
Yeah. It's his fault.
It's not my fault. It's not
So
my
because
fault.
you're friends with somebody that, so basically, like she was fucking on some dude from before, and
No.
then,
No.
No.
what happened? What happened?
It's okay. It's okay.
And let's just say that Randy's branding of a specific individual.
Randy.
Huh? Yeah, his branding of a specific individual turned.
So you told her.
Wait, branding. That's what branding. I spoke the truth.
Yeah, you're branding.
Branding.
I'm just as lost as you are.
That's what are you talking about branding for?
But I'm just saying what you said. That's what I mean.
That's not branding. I spoke the truth.
Yeah,
What was said?
He spoke what he felt, the truth about her.
What I felt, I spoke the whole thing, the rights and wrongs.
So what were they?
Wait, but that's you know what
Think about it.
Well, BBLs.
No, oh my,
His friend.
He has a lot of friends.
His friend.
my friend.
Edwin,
No, a girl that was.
Amanda.
His. Thank you.
Superwoman?
Next. Thank you. Next.
Superwoman.
What?
His ex, right?
What are you telling you? No.
Tight shit.
Yeah.
Tight shit.
So I don't know what you're talking about branding for.
Tight shit.
I spoke the truth. I spoke rights and wrongs.
Oh, so you were saying like how
Screwed me over,
type shit,
and she didn't like that.
and then she's friends with the she.
No, she's friends with me.
And because I'm friends with her, she doesn't like me now.
So then just don't invite her to a podcast then. And she can.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't like me.
Yeah.
But just off the strength that you guys are friends. That's
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
One wicked
That's literally how it is.
game's game. But yeah.
I don't know, like it's I don't know. I feel like people need to grow up. I said it. People need to grow up.
People need to grow up. It's not me. I promise you that.
I'm telling you right now.
On this occasion, I can tell you right now.
I'm just saying. I won't say I'm not putting any fingers. I'm just saying people need to grow up. That's all I'm
And all I'm saying on this occasion right now, people definitely need to grow up. And I promise you, it's not me.
Well, sure.
I promise you, it's not me.
Sure.
I'm so dead ass.
Sure.
You see him? You see him? What he's trying to do right now, it won't work. Because what he needs to understand is that I've already moved past that. I just don't want to hear the name no more.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's it.
Yeah. I know.
I'm just making it clear.
I know. And that's why I don't say his name around you.
Simple.
But I mean, like I said, Rayshawn, people need to grow up. Not Randy, but people do need to grow up. Like her.
To grow up.
It's true. The fact that he finally admitted it,
Admitted what?
What?
that she need to grow up.
Who, Leanne?
I don't know the other names. So
I'm not talking about Leanne.
Oh, I was talking about Leanne. Of course, my friend also needs to do a little bit of growing.
Little?
Hey. Listen, I can't.
So what did she do to you exactly?
I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that. And we're not even going to try.
No, we're not. I'll fill you in at work.
Well, fuck you, whoa. What type of bullshit is this?
Why?
You're not fit. What do you mean, why?
No, oh my god.
Yo!
Like, I'll explain to you at work.
Thank you.
That's what I meant to say. I'll explain to you at work.
Remember when I always asked, am I a narcissist?
Vaguely, yeah.
It stems from somewhere.
Hold on.
Yes.
And that's my point today. You see? No, but yeah, man, I hear that though. I hear it's like,
Because I don't understand how I was labeled as such. When that's not the case at all. All the things that I sacrifice and give for people. And then I get labeled in such a way where it's not even true. I don't understand. See, he clearly doesn't understand. He clearly doesn't understand. But we and you are the same thing.
Hey, listen, I get labeled. The labels that I get.
I don't understand. Like what? Like you know what I'm saying? Like me? I went through my friend group, fam. Everyone's like, you were the last person. You were the last of any. They said I'm the narcissist.
Yeah,
but they look at me, but like you're the last person that we would expect that from.
Yeah, you're not narcissistic, but like.
And he thinks I have narcissistic tendencies.
I just say I know.
I still disagree because I don't show that.
so why do you say he has narcissism?
So I say because when Randy is like more like when it came to that situation, Randy is very one track mindset. Because when he was with the person, right, and then I was giving him advice on like what things you should do, he did not want to listen to that at all. For example, right, so the person, right, they have friends. They have friends that they're together, right? One of a friend. I'm like, you should make your relationship more like this because like they know they know how to communicate with each other, especially when it comes to conflicting disagreements or when it comes to stuff like that. Like they know how to talk themselves. This man said, "We're not that color. No, it's not gonna work for us."
Can I speak?
And I'm here trying to solve.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because what you need to understand is that you're gonna compare me to two individuals that we don't even act like.
But it's not. But
And when it comes down to relationships, no relationship is the same as someone else's relationship. And if you think that relationships are similar in the sense of that, just because of that, then you need to understand that the people that you know, I don't think you do know.
No, but I was talking about...
Okay, because to be fair, things were changed. I'm going to keep it a band 55 with you right now.
What I'm saying...
Alright, things were changed. It didn't change in a way where they liked it.
What I was saying was...
Which makes them what?
What I was saying is the characteristics, specifically.
Are you asking me? Or like... You just stopped and stared at man. Like, I don't know.
No, because Rachel, my point was that the characteristic of how they're like it doesn't matter about being exactly like them, but it's just the stuff that they are doing, like communicating with your partner properly, right? Not being no, don't put your hands up because
I did.
No, because this one, when he felt some type of way about something, he's like, I'm not gonna say, because one of the problems that my friend had was that she's like, I don't know why he holds back something. Like he doesn't need to. And Randy, there was some stuff that he was holding back. He's like, I just gotta know how to say it. And I'm telling Randy, I'm like, listen, all you have to do is just. It's not about what you say. It's about how you say it and the way you say it. And he's like, I came from a tough.
Sit back.
I came from.
Sit back.
Okay, go ahead.
Cause
Go ahead.
me and you are on the same page, right?
Go ahead.
We say things that are gonna be a little bit more blunt,
Right.
and it's gonna be tough for people with that has anxiety and depression to understand these things, right? I have to take that into consideration before I even decide to deliver my point.
Of course.
But every point that I had, the certain ways that I thought of delivering it, it would probably hurt them in a certain way. Which I pulled back and said, you know what? Let me find the time to actually figure this out and try to like change some things to make it work so I can actually deliver it in a certain kind of way. Okay? Remember when I'm in the chat, I said anxiety, depression, I cannot handle, because what you don't understand is that it takes a higher level of like understanding that I'm really not there yet, that I was trying to learn.
But again,
So then that person just wasn't like receptive to
It wasn't receptive because there were certain things that I said where it got bad review basically. Then I'm like, okay, let me reevaluate.
and keep in mind, I gave her advice too. I was not playing
But
bias
she
on
don't
my
wanna
side.
listen. Bro, first of all, wait.
They both
Let
were.
me tell you right now. There's not a lot of time on this thing, eh?
Oh shoot! Yeah. All right, that's it.
Okay, so like
We'll discuss after.
all I'm saying is that we have a lot of opportunities to build up this podcast to an actual point where we can make this work for us, right? We have all the people that we can contact to bring in here. We know the time that's set on Sundays. It's literally the name of the group chat, right? So we have countless opportunities where we can actually make sure like we can actually get our names out there properly, and we can actually, you know, like be that kind of podcast people can listen to.
Yeah.
You know, like I do encourage each of us to actually come in with a topic, at least, so we can kind of create some sort of pathway for us, where we don't have to always like lay back on like the popular topics all the time. Like we gotta come in here and talk some shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We gotta come in here and like flex our minds a little bit. You know? So, which doesn't hurt at all. Like we can come in here, chat about whatever. I know I want to have an episode where I talk strictly nostalgic, everything from the past, all the cartoons, all that. I want to have an episode like that.
Oh, we definitely do.
Cause like there's some, oh my god, my childhood
Ruined.
Fuck's sakes.
Maybe yours, but mine
It was
was.
with that new Teen Titan stuff. Ruined.
Mine
With
was.
what they're putting out there, ruined.
All I'm saying is that-
I don't want to talk about it.
All I'm saying is that my childhood, personally, with everything that I've watched, like all the things I've done, everything, great.
Yeah.
We'll have an episode where we can actually sit down and like chat about it.
When Pasta came out.
Also, quick note, we just want to say, because this is going to get us a lot of fans. So. R.I.P. to one of the GOATs, Akira Toriyama. I think that's how I said his name right?
Oh, you did.
Okay. R.I.P. Man passed away recently, created Dragon Ball Z. We're all big anime heads over here. R.I.P. Yeah, so next, I just have to say that. R.I.P.
Let's completely
Type shit.
I personally think we should have an episode on that though.
On what?
Really? On Akira Toriyama?
Oh, like why he died? I don't
Celebrate the life of the man, not talk
Oh.
about his size. Jesus God.
Resurgence and some shit.
Alive? Bro, this
So
guy.
he was diagnosed with this. And that was
Anyway, like, I think we can wrap it up here because we don't have a lot of time on this one, but just want to give a little update, see where our minds are at, see where we're going, all that. Just like trying to like paint the pathway forward instead of be stuck in a realm that we can't get out of, right? So,
And if you, the viewers, and happen to know anybody that's opinionated in any type of way, shape, or form, I would like to experience what it's like to be on the Match My Energy podcast. All you have to do is, you can hit me up, you can hit him up, or you can hit Randy up. And we'll be able to, have a little chit chat about what we could do and, figure out if we can have you on the episode or not. So just a little ad right there.
Soon we're gonna do some giveaways too. It's like
whatever you want to give away.
I'm not prepared about giving away nothing. I'm gonna hold you.
in the future-wise.
No, of course.
In the future, Keyshawn will handle all the giveaways personally. The first one's
Don't look around. You brought it up.
Card.
Huh? I'm K Grizzly. I'm not Keisha. I don't know who Keisha is.
You look on your birth certificate. Let's say
No lies?
I'm gonna change my name stuff.
Go ahead and change your name. K Prizzy.
Bye.
But yeah.
Any last points you guys want to add?
Nah. Actually, I do. So you see how woman wicked?
Yep, that's been another episode of Match My Energy Podcast.
Did I say it right?
Nope.
Did I say it right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You want to say it one more time?
Woman.